All right, good morning, everyone. Michael Venezia, the head trader at TradeView Markets. It is July 7th. It is our first live webcast after or this is the first live webcast of the second half. I hope everybody, you know what, let me just sign in first. There's our TradeView Market. Let's do the process of signing in. I do the same. It's no different than anybody. Okay, once again, go back and look at these live streams, if you will. And by the way, my winning percentage is in what, the 58 to 62%, maybe 64% around there. So I'm wrong a lot. And the last thing I like is I told you so. But if you like, go back and listen to some of the live streams. I actually do. Not only do I go back and listen to watch some of the live streams to try to get better, to try to articulate and bring a better product to everyone. I also try to try to learn as well. So go back to a couple of live streams. We thought the NASDAQ would run up into the end of the quarter. We weren't alone. Still, we did it. It did it. So with that being said, here's our first live cast, and they ran them up. And I believe that I said maybe this being Wednesday, I said Friday would somewhat be a buy the rumor and sell the news on the market. Now the market is mixed to a degree. The rotation seems to have subsided. Actually, let me share my screen right now. I'll actually go out of protocol and I'll show my screen. Here we are right now. So if it wasn't for Amazon, which by the way, I still think is going higher, and this is a nice healthy pullback, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't short it, one of the ultimate compliments. If it wasn't for Amazon and Apple, the NASDAQ would be down a lot more, because our daily the NDX. Please look at the comments on Trade GitHub. Actually, I'll show you them later on what the coach has to say about IWM. And just you know what, let me go back. And sometimes if you think, I haven't had this feedback, but if my methods are somewhat antiquated, by the way, I don't have I'm not self-conscious about it, and I haven't been called that. I'm always trying to adapt. But the reason why the first thing I do besides good morning is I want everybody to watch the Mike Santoli recap, if you will, about the day before. And this is a perfect example of a day of why I want, see right here, earning 6. It's very articulate. It does wonders for me. And this is okay, we just sold something. Okay, that's good. 2000 CXM 19. All right, we'll take it. Anyway, I digress. It's because of this. Here is the main page. All right. Yes, you have your neg. That was the stock of the day. And I liked it yesterday because neg after the stock ran from 11 to 29, the RSI was still, RSI's on the bottom left here. The RSI yesterday was still in the 80s. And believe me, I've been on the losing short on this. And today it was no different. The neg was a nice, that's the type of nice, for a stock going parabolic in a channel, that's the type of move that you want. So what I'm saying is, besides neg being the stock of the day, and it has trade 26 million, 90, it's up 94%, whatever, it's almost tripled, if you will. Go back to the rest of the board. This is a big boy board, okay? This is a board where, let me go back to the, I'll actually move this over. This is when you get to be liquid and you get to have good size and good AUM assets under management. Yes, neg is a good thing to trade and everything. You can make a tremendous amount of money. It's also holds true on the flip side. But this macro board here is where, let's look, Jim Cramer, Diddy, this is not about privacy. The American Chinese stocks, read this. We came in, on yesterday, we came in hot, and there was no surprise that we sold off. Today, this is where we open right here. I would expect this to be about down here on the tactical sentiment meter. Once again, it's not a gauge. It's not a reference to pick a bottom or call a top. It's something that I use to time my or enter my positions or scale out, if you will. Here's where we came in this morning. You should know by now. We should have went over it because that's a part of doing your homework. And it's 11 o'clock Eastern. I posted this at 6 o'clock Eastern. The proverbial you're a dinosaur it holds true here because a lot of this has changed. And I put this 4 hours ago right here. Lots of new lows amongst the airlines. Okay, let's share. Here are our airlines. This was no surprise. Delta Airlines. Now it's testing the 200-day. It's an important part right here. Not only is it an important part because it's been in play, it's an important macro. It's a part of the macro rotation. When gold, by the way, is holding up, the stocks aren't doing that well because the gold stocks are weak with the market sentiment. If the market was strong and gold was up like this, NUGT or GDXJ would be up 50 cents. But once again, I'm jumping around a bit. But if you get my picture, I kind of sort my page here on sector and sector rotation. So go back to let's go back to TradeGate Hub. And I said, these are the ARC trades. I have to post them because they're popular. Stocks do a closing down with high relative volume. That's what happened on Friday. I like to post a couple that I'm looking at. This is yesterday's movers with range. What was weak? Let's go. Baidu was weak. Fang was weak. Fang was weak with the volume. Like I said, this is the homework that I do. Okay, I'm going to take a picture of my pad and I'm going to post it on TradeGate Hub. So let's take on Friday. I'm sorry, I apologize. Yesterday, the top 5 stocks, Amazon was strongest near the high, and ZS was strong near the high. And let's look at ZM as well. Oh, to no surprise, but with the market very weak, Amazon up $17. ZS was another one, correct? ZS is up as the market is down. What was another one I said? Zoom. Zoom is down $2, but was up. But let me go back here. But also, if you're sharp, NEGG, NEGG finished a little bit off the high, but when the stock's got in 100% range, you don't want to really. Who wants to buy a stock? I'm not buying stock when it doubles at the high. I like when they pull back. But at least the neg had 400% volume. I'm bringing it to your attention so you could do something with it. So to no surprise, neg. Look at what it did yesterday. Hold on. Removal. So neg yesterday closed at 27.15 and the high was 29. Wow, $3 off the high. But once again, that was a stock showing relative strength. I've been on the other side of this short sometimes when I was a pup, and I wouldn't do it again. And I didn't do it again. I didn't have a lot of it, but I had enough to where I said enough is enough. I got to be on the side of this. Okay, so going back to what I post on TradeGate. Apple is up. Okay, what's weak? Beam. I love this. This is on CNBC. Beam. Fang was weak. PXD was weak. So I have PXD, Edit, Fang, and Billy. So those were the top 3 weak ones yesterday. Edit, Fang, and Billy. Okay, so we have Edit. Hold on a second. EDIT. Edit today. All right, down 5%. Billy, down 3%. What was the other one? FUTU. FUTU was a lot lower. It was 142. Good bounce. Actually, it's not a good bounce. Still near the low. Fang. The other Fang. All right, there you go, down 4%. And that yesterday finished on the low with volume. This is a 2-day chart. So my point being, and I jump around to a degree, but I'm going to put an exclamation or edify my point right now, and that is share screen. What happened here? Share screen. It says I am the host disabled. I'm the host now. Host disabled, participant screen sharing. A team member, you have to put me on or allow me to share the screen again. Okay, I'm back on. I apologize for that. Once again, we bring in quality content. I'll get better at this. I'm a trader, but it's no excuse. With that being said, this is the yesterday's movers with range and volume. So I post them every day. I actually posted them again a little while ago. All right. Early look at pre-market movers. I all over it. Okay, let's look at Tiger was up. Jax was up. Jax was up with good volume, $3 in the morning. Write that down. BT as well. So let's go to Jax. What did Jax do today? Jax. Jax at one point was $63. Jax at one point was up 10. 10. And it closed strong yesterday. And it had good volume. And it broke all the moving averages to the upside. It even took out that bull flag. How you doing? Listen, the bottom line is some of them don't work. Some of them are not going to work. But net, if you're looking at, the stocks of movement that I give you, you get out of, listen, the whole rule of trading is get out of your losers and keep your winners. So keeping in mind with that, you let some of the winners go, like the NEG or the ZS or the Apple or the, and it works on the flip side too. So let's keep going. Popular, Oppenheimer about coin. I'm long coin from 230. That's correct. By the way, coin in a very weak tape is up, showing relative strength. I still would like it to go above. I did sell it above that I sold it like 254. I would like it to revisit this 246, but I am long it from here. I actually consider it a hedge to a degree, but I've been posting about coin. Good morning, coach. Always a good morning. Today's focus, give you the numbers, the upgrades and downgrades by Walter Bloomberg. Once again, right before the open, I give you the pre-market movers again. AMC was on there with 1 million shares. And Diddy was on there with 2 million shares. You got to write these down. I'm giving you stocks with range and volume, and they're in the news. NEG, I told you about an hour ago. And then once again, I'm sharing my screen. This is my general universe. Anybody has any questions? I usually have the best of breed followed by a couple of ancillary ones, maybe some stocks with short interest, if you will. I also have another ancillary page, which underneath it has stocks that might go with it. For example, if I would have pressed my F2 page, it would show me SM, it would show me Clear, it would show me RRC. It would show me right underneath my oil sectors, it would show me the ancillary ones. So if these are going, I would go back to the other ones. That makes sense. The page is right under it. Many broke badly. I didn't like the General Motors move. And then I posted this a little while ago, what was moving, what had range. I'm giving it right here. Today's range, everything with range. Relative volume, the top 20 stocks with relative volume. Look, a lot of losers on the low, very few winners on the high. What does that tell you? I could look at this board and tell you right now and come within a good percentage of what the market is doing, what crude is doing, everything across the board just by looking at this query. Granted, I follow the market every day. ES coming down to 43.19 support. I posted 43.19. And I believe the low today was 43.20. Giddy up. And I did say giddy up. And I did buy some things down there. All right. So going forward, let me go to my main page. Let's see what I'm sharing. I'll get more proficient in switching screens. Mike, why has the Russell 2000 gone nowhere since March? It's because of the rotation. That's why. Part of the Russell. So what I would do is, if I really wasn't that first, let me see what screen I'm on. Right here. I would go to bar chart, or I would go to the Russell, and I would go to constituents, which means what it's made up of. And this is what's made of the Russell. So AMC has been obviously not going anywhere. ARWR is part of the Russell. Let's look at ARWR, what that has done since March. ARWR has gone from 95 to 62. That might be a part of it. Trust me, I'm looking at the bar chart right now. So what I do is I look at I mean, I know what's basically in the Russell, but I'm trying to do, if somebody asks me a question or if I'm trying to look for something, bar chart is a good site for me to look at since 2000, since March 2000. Was the Russell? Oh, Russell 2000. I get you. That's, you know what? It's because of the rotation. Here's my main screen. And those stocks that are part of the Russell haven't been participating. And once again, you have to be well versed in what's in it. But certainly our Russell RCL is one of them. And that's really the reason why. It's a good gauge for relative strength. They're a U.S. domestic stock, so maybe the economy is so strong on the reopening. Yeah, I would have to say so, Coach. I mean, that's a surreal. That's why I tell you we have to keep listening to Santoli. The Santoli, I listen to you, and I look into the rotation. I leave that up to the experts. As your friend Helene says, Coach, price action trumps sentiment. I try not to step over myself too much. What do I think about July seasonality? I like July seasonality. I'll go to one of my Twitter feeds that I follow. I'll show you the chart on seasonality. Bear with me because it's worth seeing because I do post it. Here's seasonality. Am I posting this correctly? New share. Here's seasonality right here. So we are here on the Russell. And this is the seasonality going back for how long? Since January. So seasonality has a, listen, when you're dealing with algorithms and when you're dealing with more people that have PhDs than economic, yeah, seasonality holds true because they jump on each other and that's where the money goes. You listen to Italians only, bro. Oh, no, I try to listen to, well, Tim Fury's Italian. I try to listen to him. He knows what he's doing. With that being said, is let's go what we're doing for the rest of the day. So here's my list. Market's ripping, by the way. Here we are today. My top list. Let me go to actually what's moving. JCI near the high. Snow is near the high. Path is near the high on good volume. Costco's near the high. BTU is on the list. KNX, not that sexy. What has good volume? IPW, nothing. Nothing I really like. EH is weak. I got you, Coach. Actually, I came from a place where I was a partner at Schoenfeld Security, and there weren't a lot of Italians there. You get the picture? And I say that saying in a gentle manner. Believe me, I was, well, you know what I mean. Let me go to, this is my page, my channel, my top list. Okay. What's near the high here? Am I still sharing the correct screen? Yes, I am. So STLD, steel stock has my interest. LABD, that means that the bios are still weak. Clorox is up at the high because Kramer said buy it. Jax, what a reversal near the low. What's near the low right here? CPOP, new PIPO, very good active. Billy. So I'm going to post with what I like. I'm going to go through this list. LI near the low. Wow. I'm going to go through this list. Coach. Hey, Coach. I'm going to go through this list about 2:00. I take a pen and a paper and I say, what stocks have good relative volume? Like what has good volume today right here. So Labu's got good volume. SPWR has good volume and it has good range. I'm interested in it. I might have missed the majority of the move. Sometimes I didn't miss a lot of the move, but you know what? I can make a good, when stocks have that good relative volume and range, and if you're not right, then they're going to be more forgiving for you. That's why you can't let these thin stocks turn into positions, because once they die out, you're going to be in trouble. Let's go. Mazel tov to you too, Coach. Thanks. Caught me off guard. AMC bearish action. AMC, what about it? You came in short it. I didn't make much money in it, but I did come in short it. And you know what? It looks like it's going probably to the 50-day. It probably looks like it's going to the gap at 38. And I look at the other ones, what they're doing. Am I sharing the screen? Jesus. Yeah. I look at what GameStop is doing. I wouldn't touch GameStop. Hello Kitty. What is he doing with this thing? You got to go to see what Hello Kitty's doing. 158 is the gap. What's Bed Bath and Beyond doing? The rest in the group. Come on. Going lower. I wouldn't short it. The little ones. Fossil, Broken, Express. Yeah, no surprise. What's on the high here? So that's what I have a look at. So let me go back to my page. Anything else going on today? Baba Holding. New York Stock Exchange, 84% downside about an hour. Now 76% downside. They obviously bounced. There's Helene. How you doing? Coach, we got to get Helene on here. So listen, AMC a put sweepers detected this morning to no surprise. Probably going lower. So the last thing I'll do is I'll go through stocks, New York Stock Exchange stocks, NASDAQ stocks. What's weak today? Boom. We give it to you right here. Like I said, we want it to be a one-stop shopper. Blinn. Oh, Blinn and Marin go together. What a run they had. I wouldn't touch it. The run's over. Beam, that was on our list from EH, was also on our list. This is great. I'm going to use this more. Okay, everyone. So until then, it's 8:28 Eastern on Wednesday. Go back to the main screen. The futures had a nice bounce. I hope I was able to sell some of my stocks. I think I was. Hey, Nerve, LU, BLI is weak. ALF. Neg, is it stopping still? Man, Neg. I don't know. It's a day trade. You can't take this overnight. It's a secondary and waiting to happen. It's a short report. It's everything. But with that being said, all right, we're gonna run. I have to post to more attendees, and I have to answer to the coach's sarcasm because he called me off guard, and usually I'm a little quicker. But until then, enjoy the rest of the day. Here's we see at the market. The minis are up 5. Hindu had a nice bounce off the low too. Nice bounce. Where's the VIX? VIX, nice move to the downside. Well, we'll see. These are the indicators. This is my screen. I'll take all questions. I always do. Enjoy the rest of your day.